Hey guys, what's up, what's good, Sapase? Today we're going to be talking about the N-word. Please do not come in my comments and be saying like anything ignorant. Well, actually, if you say anything ignorant, I will block you, so thank you. There's a lot of speculation, conversation, I feel like, about the N-word, or maybe there's a lack thereof. That's why I'm making this video. I want to get into the history of the N-word. Let me just do this from my memory. So I was doing some research on the N-word. I can't say the N-word because I'm actually trying to not say the N-word myself these days because it's just like, why? Why say it? On YouTube, and I would probably get, like, this video would probably get demonetized, even though I don't monetize my videos yet because I don't have like the requirements for it. That's besides the point. So subscribe and like and comment so I can get to where I need to be. Thank you. So basically, the N-word, it just like turned me the wrong way when non-black people say the N-word, because it's just a word that has like a lot of history. The word was used to, or is maybe, okay, it's evolved. So in the past, when it was first made, it was made to degrade black people. There were different caricatures of black people. One of them is the coon. This caricature and many others like it was made to push a narrative against black people and create stereotypes. There were also like riddles of black people. Black people were slaves. They were taken from their countries and made to just work, no pay.
64% of black kids in America do not know how to swim. This is not a stereotype, this is history. Aside from the fact that slaves were chained together and thrown into the ocean off of ships, in the 1920s, when Jim Crow laws were in full effect, public swimming facilities such as pools and beaches were segregated by race. However, black people still face violence and harassment within their own community. White people would come to these public swimming pools and throw cleaning supplies or acid into the pools while black children or families were swimming in them. This lasted for decades, and it caused a widespread fear of pools within the black community. During desegregation in the late 60s, white people still did not want to swim with black people because they viewed them as dirty, so they got pools in their own backyard. Through generations, not swimming became a common trait within the black community, and parents did not teach their kids how to swim because they never swam.
Cleaning chemicals inside the pool in an effort to get the Negroes to leave.
They were beat if they did not work and tried to run away. They were killed. They were hung on trees. They were treated like shit. They were treated like animals. I probably can't say that. I'm gonna bleep that out. But they were treated like trash, and they still are today in some places. People are still racist. Like, people try to act like racism is gone. It's not gone. It's still here and alive and thriving. Generations, knowingly or not, or unknowingly, pass on these crappy stereotypes, and just the way you talk about certain people around your family and friends can definitely influence how they feel about that group of people. And that's how racism and a motorcycle. I'm so tired of these freaking motorcycles. Like, it's about to be winter time. Can we put the bikes away? Can we put the bikes away? So yeah, this is how like it gets translated from generation to generation. I have a little sister and she still gets racism to this day. So the fact that like some people think that it's not here anymore, you're either in like a predominantly white area where you don't even see black people, or you're just like ignorant to everything going on in the world. I know that Black Lives Matter, the whole thing was basically BS to like, it was just, I feel like it was a political move, because where is it now? Clearly, Black lives do matter, but it was used for corrupt purposes. if Black Lives Matter, where is it now? Because I know that the killings and the police brutality and all that and the racism did not stop. It didn't stop. It's just not, the media is just not pushing that anymore, and it's very eye-opening to see people that consume the media are being tricked by headlines. And just read the article. If you're watching this, and just read the article, okay? You might find that the article is saying something totally different than what the headline says. The N-word has been transformed, taken back by Black people and added an A at the end, which is still the N-word at the root of it. The root of the word is still the derogatory, degrading, disgusting word. And I myself, it's really hard. It is actually hard to not say it for some people, especially because it's in music, popular culture. Black people are using it themselves. So this creates an environment where other people think they can use it, especially because it's in music. And I just feel like at the end of the day, it's not okay to say this word.
Hell, your great-grandfather has never been forced to pick cotton. You haven't done anything for me.
I'll keep this short and sweet. No one's blaming white people today for slavery, but people with a brain do realize that hundreds of years of oppression has caused white people to have a privilege that Black people do not have, and has also caused an unfair financial wealth gap. It's closed-minded people like you that swear Black people are coming for you or trying to blame you for slavery because we're talking about our history. It's real crazy but not surprising to me that you think the only thing our ancestors did was pick cotton. But since you want to talk about cotton so bad, by 1836, over $600 million, aka half of the economic activity in the U.S., was derived by cotton picked by slaves. That's equivalent to $10 trillion today. My ancestors did that for free. Slavery propelled the U.S. into a position as one of the leading economies in the world. But Black people haven't done anything for you? You're a Trump supporter, so I don't expect you to be that intelligent. But you are a coward. And I mean that in the most disrespectful way possible.
My ancestors had to go through so much shit. I know that I particularly haven't gone through it. I have gotten the effects, even recently to this day. The other day, like this old white lady, it's usually, I'm sorry, but with me personally, I've just experienced it a lot with old white ladies. Like I have experienced it one time recently with this old white man. So my boyfriend's actually white, so I feel like I've encountered it with one person like involved in that, but he's not like directly correlated to my boyfriend. It's like family of family, and I don't really need to deal with him, and I don't feel the need to educate because like you're old, you're about to die, like die already. That's how I feel about it, honestly. Because like, why are you so ignorant? Why are you so pressed that I am the color skin that I am? I'm beautiful. I don't give a what color I was. If I was purple, I would still be beautiful. Like, stop playing with me. I mean, it doesn't have to do with beauty, but it's like Black people are beautiful. Like, I just can never understand why people are the way they are towards Black people. And I say towards Black people because we are the race most discriminated by all races. Like, every race has their issues with Black people, and I don't understand. Like, you have your good Black people and you have your bad Black people. You have your good white people and you have your bad white people. So it's like, or it just depends on what you think is good and bad in those situations. But like, yeah, like it's just very ridiculous to me that we're still talking about it, but we're not far removed from it. We're currently in 2021 and slavery ended, but obviously when it ended, people still had their ideas of what Black people are, etc. So slavery ended in 1865. The 13th Amendment was adopted as part of the Constitution. The amendment officially abolished slavery and immediately freed more than 100,000 people enslaved from Kentucky to Delaware. I feel like that's not an accurate time of when it actually like ended, so I'm gonna just look up when did Martin Luther King die. Well, Martin Luther King died in 1968. So that's like, I feel like the 1960s were a time of when racism was really being pushed to actually be a thing of the past. Like Martin Luther King said, he had a dream that white and black kids would be friends and be sitting together, happy, unity, all that. And his dream is slowly coming true, and I'm very happy about that, because like I wouldn't probably be able to be in the relationship that I am today if like these people didn't fight for our freedom. But we are still being discriminated against. Like all minorities are discriminated against. So for somebody to sit there and want to use the N-word when there's so many other words in the English vocabulary, I kind of understand, because we as black people are using it and we're really the blueprint. Like people want to do what we do. For the N-word to stop being used at the end of the day, we need to stop saying it ourselves too, and it needs to stop being popularized in music, etc. Because if it's in music, people are gonna say it, and it's just a snowball effect. But also, if you're a Caucasian person, or you're a Spanish person, or you're a Chinese person, if you're Asian, if you're anything other than black, and if you're black yourself, you shouldn't say it, because it's just a word that has so much history behind it, and a lot of people don't know the history behind it, and they won't take the time to research the history behind it. So it's just like, and I know some people don't say it, they don't mean to say it in like a way that's discriminatory. I hope that's a word. I think it's a word. I have my college degree and I don't know if that's a word. I'm pretty sure that I'm like 90% sure that's a word. But yeah, it's just not okay, especially if you're like not black and you're saying it. It's like, it kind of gives us like black, as a black person, it's kind of, it just makes us look at you like, why are you like, it just makes us want to like fight you or something, you know what I mean? Like it's just not cool. Some black people, they'll give people passes. I am not excluded from this, because I do not want to just sit there and be fighting about who should say the N-word and who should not all the time. It's exhausting, honestly. Like I just feel like it should be common knowledge at this point that saying a racial slur, even though it does not, most people don't say it with the hard ER, but even though they don't say it with the ER and they say it with the A, it's still the same thing. At the end of the day, it's the same thing. We tried to change it and make it our own, but I still feel like it just shouldn't be said at all at the end of the day. And these are my thoughts, my opinions. Like I say, I've said in every video that I've made so far, make your own opinions. I'm not going to be over here fighting people for saying the N-word anymore, because like, if you want to be ignorant to the facts and like the history of it and everything, that's up to you. Honestly, it does rub me the wrong way when people say it, because it's just like, I'm not over here saying the words that would offend you, but if I say that it offends me, you're still saying it? Okay, at this point, yeah, that's it. That's all for this video. I just wanted to make it clear. I just wanted to like let people know it's not okay, but do what you gotta do. If you say it in front of a black person one day and they decide to punch you in the face or something, I told you so. Like, it's just not okay. But everybody, do what you want to do. Make your own opinions, do your own research, and have a nice day. Bye. Stay tuned for the next video.